Hello everyone, so this is going to be the spin card tutorial for you. So if you've just bought this die set in particular, I'm just going to show you how you construct this. So you do get all the instructions, if I'm just careful flipping that over. On the reverse you get a breakdown of all the little dies you get as well. So you have got written instructions, but just in case you're concerned, you're worried, for whatever reason you can't get it to work, maybe you've watched the demos on the TV and you forgot how these work, I'm just doing a quick video of how you get the basic of the card together for you. So when you open your die set, mine's a little bit messier than I would like. It doesn't quite arrive like this. This side pretty much does, but this one I've split down a little bit. So to make the actual card base, you're going to need this large square die with the scored tab on the side, and then you're going to need the outer die from this side to make the actual card base. All the others are just decorations. They're easy ways for you to layer up your card and just make it look pretty. So you've got plenty of flowers in there, you've got sentiments, you've got all sorts. I can't wait to play with these. Like, at the moment I've not played with them at all. Right, so first off then, you're going to want your piece of card. So to make the card base, you're going to need an extra piece of card that we don't give you a die for, just because it's a basic square, that is the same size as this piece here. So that is 5 3/4 inches. Or if you really want to, you can run this die through twice and then chop it off at your score line if you're not comfortable doing the measuring. But then you'll see that this is going to fit perfectly into there. And if you are slightly off by the end of it, don't worry about it, you can trim it down, it's not an issue, because I think this might be slightly too big, but that's not a problem, it'll be fine. Right, so then first off we will cut this die. So I've just got my magnetic sheet. So this panel here has come out of the same piece of cardstock that I've got here. So you'll be able to see it's just A4, and then I've just got my little offcut that came out of the bottom there. So you will get it out of 2 sheets of card. So if we just pop that onto there and run that through the die cutting machine, then we will get the panel that is making the base card. Right. So that is making one side of the card. So then you've even got your score line, look, already in there for you. So that's just going to make you making the base card super easy. So then with this piece in particular, you will then need to make an aperture in the center. So you do get all the dies that come with it as well. So you can do them whichever size you want, but I'm just going to go for the larger of the two. So I'm just going to split my squares apart. There we go. So we've separated the 2 dies. So I'm using the larger square of the 2 of them. I'll just pop my dies back to one side. And then, just to be sure, I'm just going to use a little bit of tape, I think, if I've got some. Doesn't matter if I haven't. Just to cut this into the centre there. So if you wanted to, you could leave it connected, but it's completely up to you. In fact, let's put that back on. Line that back up in the centre. Yeah, that's the best way to do this. So you want to go for roughly in the centre. If you want to, you can measure it. About 3 centimetres there. Perfect. Yes, that's roughly in the middle there. We'll put that back into the die. So you can cut the 2 together if you want to. That's just probably going to be the easiest way for me to get this done now. And then we're going to run that back through. Perfect. Right, fantastic. So there we go. So then we've got the little aperture. You can keep this, obviously use it for a layer if you want to, but it's completely up to you. You don't need it if you don't want to use it, sort of thing. I'll just pop these back into my folder. So I am going to try and keep them in the folder. Whether that happens or not, we will see, but fingers crossed. I'll probably put a magnetic sheet inside, to be honest, and then I can just keep them separate. But we'll get to that later. Right, so then the next piece you're going to need is this panel. So we're just going to pop that onto the side there and then just cut it out of the same colour cardstock. So this is the cerise rose that we've got on the website. So then we've got this panel, which again has got all of our score lines pre-done. So that's really easy and we've not got to think about it. So again, pop this to one side. Right, so then we're going to attach this piece to this piece and we'll just be able to see, yes, it is slightly too big. So what I would suggest you do here then is you attach it. In fact, I think I'm going to attach it so that my tab is on the outside of the card, on the reverse. So that way I've not got to think, oh, I've got a bit of roughness inside of my card. Yes, so there we go. Just attach that. And if we fold over this front of the card now, wait for your glue to dry, it does make a difference. Then we've folded that over and then we've got our card base. But you'll be able to see we've got a little bit of overlap. So then what I would suggest you do is just trim that back. Because you'll only ever have the overhang on two sides. So that's really simple then to do. Make sure this is stuck. And then, there we go. Trim this off. And this too. Perfect. So then you've got your perfect aperture card. So you can just use it like that, but obviously there's no reason that you'd need to use both panels if you were just doing yourself an aperture card. You could just cut the aperture out of a normal card blank, can't you, there? So aside from doing the spin card, all of the dies that are used in here, like you can just do a lot of basic other things with it as well. Just make that sure stick there. Right. So then, with this die, you're going to want this solid piece. So, like this, the solid piece is this end here. Okay, so then you're going to attach up to this first bend here. You're going to attach this to the edge of your card. So just pop a bit of glue on there. And that's going to attach right into the corner, butt it right up. There. Then you're going to leave this point. You've folded it, but that's fine. You're going to leave it straight up until this next bend where you're going to turn the panel over. So you'll be able to see then, it's at this point here that you're then going to turn that over. So you flip it round and then you've got your two score lines remaining here. So you're going to bend those back and concertina that forward as well. Okay, so hopefully you can see then. You've got this bit stuck here. Leave your next bend, don't stick any further on there, just up to this first score line, and then you're going to go valley to flip that over. Then you've got a mountain at the next one and then a valley, and then you're just going to pop a little bit of glue just onto that area there and pop that down. So we'll just wait for that to stick a little bit. There we go. So then as you open your card, spins open. So that is how the basis of the template works. So then in the die set you've got all your mitered corners and your layers to attach onto there, so you can really go to town if you want to. Obviously just bear in mind anything that you put on either side of this will be different. You can do it before you construct it. Once you get used to how they go together, you can probably work out, right, this is going to be my front and I want this on it, or this is going to be the back and I want this on it. And obviously if you want to decorate inside your card, just bear that in mind before you construct. But that is your basis of your spin card.